One of humanity's most sought after questions is that of the source of our creation. Where do we come from? How do we evolve? What is the future of our civilization? When did time start and how does it flow? To this end, humanity, for all of its recorded history, has tried to measure and record the passage of time. In this quest, civilizations all over the world have come up with different calendars to record dates, times, and most importantly, the movement of celestial bodies. In this video, let us look at the history of the ancient Indian calendar. Indian astronomy existed even before 1400 BC, much earlier than Babylonian astronomy, which thrived in the 5th century. Concepts of tithis, known as dates, and nakshatras, star or stellar groups, was part of early Vedic astronomy. The present panchangs or calendars were made later and refined by many other astronomers such as Aryabhatta in the 5th century. As I have mentioned before in a video about time, ancient Indian understanding of time was not restricted to a singular dimension. According to yogic sciences, there are various different dimensions of time. Now, according to modern physics, we define time as a consequence of space around us, hence the term space-time. But according to yogic sciences, space is a consequence of time. This is defined in the dimension of time known as Kala. In another dimension of time known as Mahakala, there is no space, only and only time. Right, back to ancient calendars. Before understanding the science behind the ancient calendar of India, one must understand some basic astronomical facts. The moon revolves around the earth in about 27.32 days, which is a sidereal month. Which means if the moon is seen after this interval, it would be near the same background star. On every other night, one would find the moon near the same other group of stars. In the Indian system, each such star or star group is called a nakshatra, which means the wives of moon. In all, there are 27 such nakshatras. The average time interval between two full months is about 29.53 days. It is longer than a sidereal month because the earth moving at a speed of about 1 degree per day, or 360 degrees in a year, around the sun would have moved about 30 degrees ahead during this period, and the moon, with its speed of about 12 degrees per day around the earth, has to travel 2.5 days extra to come into the line of the sun and the earth. A point to be noted is that the time between two full moons is not constant and ranges from about 29.27 to 29.83 days. A tropical year of 365.242 days is slightly shorter than the sidereal year, and it is equal to the time the sun takes to return to the same position in the cycle of seasons. This minute difference occurs because, like a wobbling top, the orientation of the Earth's axis is slowly but continuously changing in a cycle of approximately 25,765 years due to the gravitational forces of the sun and the moon. That means that the position of the sun with respect to the stars changes after every tropical year. This is the basic cause of the anomalies between the Gregorian calendar, which is based on the tropical year, and some Hindu calendars which are based on the sidereal year, although both calendars have a sound scientific basis. 30 lunar dates are equal to 29.53 solar dates. One solar year has 371 lunar dates or tithis. This means a solar year would have about 12 and 1/3 lunar months. If the 12 synodic or lunar months are used to count a year, it will be almost 11 days shorter, which is 354.367 days than a tropical year. Since a solar year does not have exactly 12 lunar months, combining the two would require some cumbersome calculations. And if a thumb rule were applied, inaccuracy will creep in. On the other hand, with the sole use of a lunar calendar with 12 lunar months a year, dates or festivals will keep getting shifted into different seasons every year by about 11 days every solar year. The biggest advantage of a lunar calendar is that it was simple and dates could be tracked even by an illiterate man in the early days when no paper or printing existed. Solar calendars kept track of seasons, but remembering a date was the job of a learned man. The lunisolar calendar had the advantage of both worlds, but involved some mathematics such as the calculation of the value of pi. Initially, the year used to have 360 days, which is 12 months of 30 days each. Later on, however, astronomer priests started having the practice of having an extra month, known as Adhik Masa, of 30 days every sixth year. Thus, the year averaged at 365 days. Above is the basis of the 95-year Agni Chayana Vidhi, as described in the 6th Kanda of the Shatapatha Brahmana. The 95-year cycle, containing 5 metonic cycles of 19 years, was discovered by the Babylonians around 300 BC. Present Indian calendars do calculations by actual positions of the sun and the moon, and drop month may occur after interval of about 19 to 141 years. Right, I think I've provided you with a lot of information. But what I really wanted to make clear is that the Indian calendar system wasn't just created on the basis of random thoughts and ideas. As can be clearly seen, they involve meticulous calculations and observations that ensure that the calendar system, more precisely the lunisolar calendar system, incorporates the best of both worlds of both the solar and the lunar calendars. This will be the end of the video, but definitely not the end of the topic. In fact, the topic has been split into a two-part series. The first, obviously, was about the moon and the sun and their linkages to the lunisolar calendar. The next will be about the other ancient calendars of the past and their linkages to the modern used Gregorian calendar. As always, do remember to like and share the video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.